Heidi ho and welcome to all the grumpy old couch potatoes out there. Today, a show of a different kind. Obviously, it's me running the show. Um, this one's got a serious tone to it. The reason Grumpy is not here doing a show because he's recently suffered a loss in his family. His loss is a profound one in that it's his grandmother. She was a longtime member of the family and lived with him and his wife, and they recently suffered the loss of this individual. This also came at a very bad time in his life as well. Other things were going on. I'll get into that in just a moment. But I figured I would bring a message to the viewers because the last couple of shows have been rather rescheduled or unpredictably not there. And just don't want you guys really thinking he's not serious. And yeah, as a YouTuber, you try to make the best content you can, and you try to do the best you can, being as regular. And sometimes life gets in the way. Sometimes it's a very difficult task to overcome. And you know what? Life isn't perfect. Life meets us with challenges, and we have to do the best we can to address those challenges. And hey, sometimes things aren't perfect. Anyway, today he's with family and he's paying respects to his late grandmother, when Nancy Frazier, 84. They're probably having services for her. So my thoughts and prayers go out to him as well as those in his family. Someone suffering a loss at any point in time, it's not easy. I would only hope and pray that, when it comes down to it, others in life would rally around and support. So I reach out to him as well as his family with both positive thoughts and prayers. And I've got one other panelist that's a dedicated part of the team. Poet, if you'd like to say a few words, you're certainly welcome to it.
Well,
In time of need, I mean, it's nice to have friends that support you and comfort you. Yeah?
thank you for having me, Mr. Bossman.
Sure, sure.
So, Frank and I, we connected
Mhm,
on another show,
mhm.
and I've kind of been yakking back and forth with him on the phone, texting, on whatever I can find him.
Yeah.
And when I got the news last week, yeah, that hit me like a ton of bricks.
Mhm. Yeah. I believe it.
I know that I know how much Grumpy loved his grandma,
Mhm,
and all I can offer is healing and strengthening energies to him and his family, his
mhm,
siblings, uh, aunts and uncles,
mhm.
and that's about all I have. I'm really
Yeah.
sorry that it happened,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
As I'm
death is a
As
part of.
is Sassafras. He says, "We love you, Grumpy Old Trucker, man. You've got a hell of a fan base here." And a lot of them may not even see the broadcast as we're talking right now. But
Hmm.
if you're seeing this on the replay, I mean, Grumpy is all in. He really is. I mean, I have seen people in my life that have been half-assed with, thoughts of being a certain type of person or a certain personality or what.
Hmm.
Grumpy's all in. I mean, he is genuinely dedicated to, if I can't say it any other way, this man is genuinely dedicated to making everyone aware of exactly what it is people go through on the road in the truck when you're dealing with a day-to-day life as a trucker.
Hmm.
You know, the whole Grumpy's Couch theme may not seem like a trucking show, but I don't care how much he tried. It's a trucking channel. I don't care, you know. And he is solely and I'm completely dedicated to the cause.
Hmm.
And what really breaks my heart is not only is he suffering the loss of his family member and really having trouble struggling with that. Um, I struggle with exactly the time in his life that he's going through. I mean, I'm 100% here and I'm 100% behind him. Okay. But if you are behind him, okay, and this applies generically to everyone, but specifically to one entity, and you're going to know who I'm talking about when I say this, okay? If you say something and you make a point to commit to doing a certain thing, and then without warning, just decide, you know what, that thing's not good enough. We're going to do our own thing and we're not going to warn you. Then you get what's coming to you. Now, that's not to a person, that's to an entity. All right. In the middle of this tragic loss, this entity decided that it did not want to continue doing business with him. Now, I'm not going to get into specifics. Okay. They know who they are and they know what they're doing. But I'm here to say, look, if you got a problem, fix the problem. If you don't fix the problem, you got yourself to blame. But don't take people down with you when you do it. I made a commitment to start a certain lifestyle, and I'm living up to that. And you know what? Everybody around me tells me point blank whether I'm doing good or doing bad. There's no slicing down the middle. There's no sugarcoating it. There's no, we feel this way today, but tomorrow I may be, I'm Motrin. It may be different. No, no, no. That's not how you run a business. Okay. You run a business by making a commitment and sticking to that commitment. If you need to make a change, you tell people what that change is and why. Don't just say, that ain't good enough. And I'm going to get off my soapbox because you know what? This is the time in life right now where he doesn't need this. He's just suffered a loss of a family member, and you're sitting here dealing with this. That's all I'm going to say. I think it's appalling. I think it's tragic. And Grumpy, stick to your guns, man. I got your back 100%. Saspris says, sorry I couldn't make it on the show, but I'd like to send my condolences to Grumpy and his family. Granny was such an amazing woman, and she will be dearly missed. Yes, she will be dearly missed. I don't have the video queued up, but I wanted to play the video that Grumpy did on Thanksgiving. I think he did one on Thanksgiving that featured Granny talking about mashed potatoes and turkey. So if you're so inclined and you want to see what Granny was like, look up his Thanksgiving video. It's on his channel. The video was a good one, and she was particularly in good spirits that night, and she was kind of funny. The way he presented it was kind of funny. So in that video, Granny will always be with us. So um, I don't know. Losing loved ones is never easy. I've lost my father. I've lost my mother, both my grandparents, and others close to me and my family. And I'll tell you, it hits me real hard every time it happens. So I cannot imagine what he's going through right now. So if you on the replay, if you'd like, reach out, put something in the comments. Grumpy could certainly use all the spirits and uplifting that he certainly can use it. Anyway, that being said, what do you think about what I offered moments ago, Poet? Commitment is just that. It's commitment. You decide to give somebody a chance to do something and you tell them a way that it needs to be done. In this day and age, you really need to live up to it.
Exactly.
Mhm.
That's like I had kind of the same thing happened. You You give your best and your all to a company for years, and then they yank the rug out from under your feet.
Yeah.
Uh, Something's not right there,
Yeah.
and I don't blame him for the way he feels.
Yeah.
If that had been happening to me, I would have pulled the pin quite a while back.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's me.
Well, I'm a man that believes in God. I believe in his teachings. I believe in a lot of
Hmm.
better outcomes.
Hmm.
So I would like to think that he's been given a set of circumstances. First of all, he's been well prepared for, because God does not put in your path that which you cannot handle. So I'm fully of that belief, and I
Well,
fully, hope that he comes to realize that. Um, Secondly, I hope that he capitalizes on just that realization that with all that's going on, there
hmm.
has to be a
Hmm.
brighter future ahead. And albeit Granny won't be around, and she'll be in such a way as not be physically here, but spiritually she will be. You know, um, I hope he sees what I hope he sees what God's put in front and provided for him. I think this is but a beginning. I really do. I really do.
Okay.
Um,
Hmm.
so I will be here, and despite the shortcomings of others in his life, you
I'll
know,
be
uh,
I'll be I'll be here.
oh, you know it. So one last thing I'd like to do, just again, this was a quick message to you guys. He's not gone, but he's just obviously under these circumstances, um, unable to do the shows. Um, One thing he did ask that be done on his Nana's behalf is a tribute, and I'm going to do just that. So I'm going to mute my microphone and play a tribute for her. So let's all uh, let's all pay a little bit of respect for him.
Feels like you're still here with us. In every laugh and every tear, we find your trust. Though God called you home, your spirit lingers on, and in the memories we cherish, our love will never be gone. We turn our eyes down, wrapped in light. We hold you close, your shining star. In every prayer, we feel you from afar. We love you always, still our calm memories you'll still dwell. Our dearest grandma, we wish you well. And no more pain, no more worries, you're finally free. And in the fields where you used to laugh, we hear you glee. We gather around the table, tell tales of your grace. This is where our hearts have a sacred place. Together we stand, with your love as our guide. We hold you close, your shining star. In every prayer, we feel you from afar. We love you always, forever in our heart, your light will stay. Gone but not forgotten, you guide us every day.
Yeah, I realized it. I truly believe that people that have done this to him, especially with everything he's going through, I'd like to say to them that karma's definitely headed their way, and they deserve every bit of it. Hey, karma comes around, and yeah, I can't say any more about that. I mean, I've had some pretty rough times in my life, and I've had people failed to support me when things were bad. And I don't hold things against them. I don't really, because you don't get nowhere holding bitter feelings and resentment inside. So, I hope that he has the grace to get beyond that and to really move on with his life. I mean, because honestly, that's you would hope that at a time when things get as bad as they've gotten for him, you would hope people come together. The fact that they don't, I mean, that's on them. I really do. I've known Grumpy a while now, and I can't say I know him all that well, but I've come to respect and I've come to respect and expect that the man is going to come through this shining. He really will. And he doesn't really let things get him down too badly. So he may be off the air for a couple of weeks. He may be a little bit down and out, but he will be back. He will be back. He'll be his stripper self. He'll come back, and to those of you that want to support him and be on his side, God bless you. And, I'll certainly be here as much as I can be, because I don't always have the luxury of being home because obviously I'm in my home studio. So, sometimes I'm on the road and you can't do things. So that's kind of difficult, but, I at least communicate when I can't do something. Just saying. Hashtag just saying. Anyway, well, I promised this would not be a long, drawn-out episode, and I see no sense in making it one. So I am preparing for my show tonight, Frontlines on Trucking City Media. You are welcome to tune in. Asking a very poignant question. Where do you draw the line? Talking about trucking news. We're talking about everything that you need to know to help make trucking great again. So until the very next time we cross paths, people, please say a prayer for Grumpy. Pay special homage to making those prayers count for him and his family.
Mhm.
And look for him next time he shows his pretty face up here and has a great laugh. Because that's what Grumpy's Couch is all about. We sit down, we have discussions on a couch, and we have a set to about life. I say it's trucking channel, but he says it's a life channel.
Mhm.
Well, Grumpy, you come back next week and you tell us exactly what your channel is. I want to know because I call it a trucking channel, but you seem to think it's something else. So, my friend, I look forward to you coming on here and telling us exactly what Grumpy's Couch is. Till then, you guys take it easy, take it safe, be good. And if you can't be good at it.